sorry. Right, hi everyone, and welcome back to channel IRS. This is week number 6 of our R90 SP3, where I'm trying to beat Fernando Alonso lap time at Daytona Sandown Park circuit, which is 45.5 with their go-karts D-Max 125cc 2-stroke. So at the moment I am at Daytona Sandown Park for another practice session, and this week gonna be all about go-karts. We're gonna find out more information about engines. We're gonna find out how big the difference between the new engine and the engine which done 10-20 hours. We have to find out it. So now let's go for a practice session. The weather conditions is really good, and I'm not sure if we can do 45 today, but I'll try to do my best. Let's go.
So I've done one lap, and I can tell you that the track condition is not the best. Here we go, we have a first pedal here, and the first spin as well. So the corner number 1, you can be quick. Corner number 2, entry is wet as well. Corner number 3, go wider because it's wet at the exit. Here we go. Corner number 4, the tires is too wet, so you have to be careful. Corner number 5 is completely wet, sideways. Warm up the tires. Let's go. Number 6 is dry, but we have very cold tires, so we can't go too quick. Number 7 is dry, and number 8 is a bit wet at the entry, but that's okay. Okay, let's go. Thank you.
Okay, it's a Friday morning of week number 6, and I am visiting Rye House Kart Raceway. Today I am here for very short practice session, 15 minutes of practice session. I've been invited by one of the teams, and today I'm gonna try Pro Kart. So let's go and let's try it.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pills, man, I feel it's like a rock star. I've been fucking hoes and popping pills, man, I feel it's like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up and then get shot down. And my homies pull up on your block and make that thing go grata-ta-ta. Switch my weekend back in black and started saying rest in peace to Bon Scott. Said that we blowing smoke, GS me light a fire like a North Sun.
So I've been invited here by Team Zingre and right now in a few minutes I'm going to try if the seat comfortable, if everything suits to me, and after that I'm gonna have my 15-minute practice session.
The full stage, strolling in my fucking show in a cop car. She was legendary through a TV out the window of the montage. Cooking on the table like a boring, don't give a damn. Dude, the girlfriend is a book, but she's trying to get in. Saying no with the band. Hey, hey. Now she acting out of pocket, try to grab her from my pants. I'm the bitches in my trailer, say she ain't got a man. And they ain't brought a friend. Hey, hey.
Alright, do you want to try getting the seat, Anatoly? Nearly. I think your legs are a bit too big, mate.
Too big. Okay, this is it. My practice session finished.
Alright guys, so this was my practice session. It's even not 15 minutes, it was 5 seconds. Well, that means I am really quick. Okay, so what does it mean? That means that I'm gonna come back here tomorrow for another round of House Pro Car Championship, and if you remember I filmed it already. Okay, I'm gonna tell you everything tomorrow, and now with the magical transformation I'm gonna move you into the tomorrow. Look, how was it guys? That was quick, isn't it? So it's Saturday and today is the race day of House Pro Karting Championship. At the moment they do practice session, and later they're gonna start racing, and we're gonna have a lot of interesting action. Let's go, I'll show you more. Right guys, so right now I am inside of the pit lane, and the action here and the atmosphere is amazing. This is even better than the pit lane of Formula 1, you know. Everyone coming in, coming out, driver changes, because now they're having a practice session. Later on it's going to be 4-hour enduro race, and before the enduro race we're going to have some interesting action, and everything I'm going to show you in this video. So I'm gonna go around drivers, I'm gonna ask them about the engines, lots of questions about the engines, but before that I heard that in the race control there is one of my famous commentators in Daytona D-Max, Alex Goldsmith, and now I'm gonna go there and say him hi. Right, here he is, I'm in front of the race control, and let's go inside, let's see if I can find him. Hiya. The Alex upstairs? Wow. Is the Alex upstairs? Alex in that room. In that room, thank you. Hello my friend. How are you?
Mate, good, how are you?
Good, good. I'm filming us. This is Alex, you remember him from Daytona D-Max?
Yeah.
So today you're doing here, RHPK.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well, it's actually pretty much the first year's first anniversary.
First
anniversary.
I like this one.
Well, this is
this one.
Story behind this. I actually bought this in the Nordschleife in Nürburgring in October 2016.
Nürburgring.
But it cost a packet 120 euros. That's not cheap. That's
wow.
not cheap. So, but this is my year anniversary of starting commentary at House, and I started off with these guys at RHPK. So
you started here. Your first commentary.
Well, my first commentary here at House. I mean, I've been commentating for a good couple of years, on and off. But then last January, I started things off with commentary for the British Rental Kart Championship in Milton Keynes. But then, following on from that, D-Max happened, House Pro Kart Series happened, House IKR, and also I'm the lead the sole commentator for the Bambino Kart Club, and I'm travelling the country. I'm also going over to Europe as well this year, so busy year for me.
Busy and exciting job.
Well,
lots of travelling.
The funny thing is I have a full-time job, but this is my hobby. But, you know, to do what you love and to get away for the weekend, meet familiar faces like yourself, and you know, I know that we've got Graham Cobb and Max O'Shaughnessy here who are names in D-Max. I mean, I know that Graham's not competing this year in D-Max, but Max is the light enduro champion from last year, having that great season-long battle with Tom Kemping. But yeah, you know, for me, it's nice to come back to what is effectively my spiritual home.
How is the results today?
So far, so good.
Can you tell me a bit about engines? I mean, how often you have to rebuild engines to be competitive? What do you think?
15 hours.
15 hours?
Yeah.
And this is 4 strokes, yeah?
These are 4 strokes, yeah, Hondas, yeah.
So 15 hours, how many races you can do?
3 races.
3 races.
2 to 3 months, roughly. Yeah, about 3 races we'll do on these before.
And after 3 races you have to change it. And,
We don't have to change them, we just have to go back.
Rebuild it.
Yeah, just go back to
Rebuild.
the
And can you tell me what is going to be the difference? Let's say if you have a new engine and you have an engine which done already 15 hours. What is going to be here at Right House lap time difference?
Probably older engines would be better.
Sorry?
Older would be better.
Older would be better?
Probably.
Why is that?
Just because they're worn in a bit more.
Aha. So they have a bit more power, or
Just looser, I think, inside.
then why you need to rebuild it every 15 hours?
Just to check it over. Just to check, not actually.
So it's not rebuilding, it's like a checking.
Yeah, just check it over, really, service it.
But if we speak about complete rebuilding, like changing pistons
Once a year.
once a year,
Yeah, probably once a year.
and if we take an old engine and new engine, would you have a significant difference on the lap times?
Not really. Not really. It's only when they're brand new, they're a little bit slower because they're a bit tight.
So actually rebuilding, that means you rebuild it just to make sure that nothing happens with the engine during the race.
Just a service, really.
Just a service.
Yeah, well, this is sorry about this. I've got to have some breakfast.
That's all right. That's all right.
Well, from here, this is my laptop, which is connected to my smartphone. So my smartphone is basically the hotspot for this. So I've got everything from Facebook feeds, itinerary, what pace car. We've got 2 pace cars this weekend. We've got an E30 BMW. Here we've got live timing. With Right House, they have their own dedicated live commentary, which is through Mixler.com.
And everything happens live on the Facebook and Twitter.
Well, it doesn't happen live. I mean, it's live. It's broadcasted live,
Yeah.
so people can then listen to the Right House show reel post event. So every event I do at Right House, if I just show you on here, just saying RHPK round 2. Then we're off air at the moment, so I'm just using the tannoy system to communicate with the teams and the drivers.
Yeah,
so
I can hear you.
Yeah, everyone can hear my ugly voice. But
no, not ugly.
no. Well, that's what my dad says. But I think for me, you know, to come to what is effectively affectionately known by David Coulthard as the Silverstone of karting, 950 metres. You've got some really good corners around here. As I know that I think you're going to be back here. Are you going to be here for D-Max? Because D-Max are here next week.
Yeah, they're here for the next week, but I think I'm too busy with my YouTube channel.
You get about a bit. I saw you at Brands Hatch last week.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, it's good. I always, you know, you have to, your YouTube channel is doing really, really good. You know, the amount of content you're bringing.
Is that the end of Proxy session number 1?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have second one in an hour?
1 hour, yeah.
1 hour.
1 hour break, it's 4:11.
Thanks guys, thank you.
Yeah, no,
How's the results today? How's the results today?
He's the man to ask.
Not too bad. Putting constant low fluxes, so not too bad on old set of tyres.
New set of tires? Old set of tires. Ah.
We're looking good so far.
Can you tell me a little bit? I'm doing my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I just would like to ask you about the engines. How often do you need to rebuild the engines?
UFO's like
This is the mentor.
So ask for a good old Richard. It's about every few races, I guess, isn't it?
I specialise in these engines, this model of engine. 2 strokes I have worked on a long time ago. I don't deal with them, so it wouldn't be fair for me to comment on.
Thank you.
Wouldn't be fair for me to comment on them really. You need to ask somebody who's into 2-stroke engines to.
So 4 strokes, we can say that you buy a go-kart with the 2 engines and you are good enough for 1 season.
Maybe more. I mean, I've known certain engines go 3 seasons without having a full rebuild.
3 seasons. Wow.
And still remain competitive. And then after that, it seemed like a good idea to service them, to rebuild them. Yeah, they can go for a long time.
Got it. Thank you very much, sir.
That's
Thank you for
right,
information.
yeah. All right.
Sorry disturbing you guys.
No problem.
Thank you.
I did watch your video, quite nice.
Oh, how was it?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Caught some drift cars as well, you staying?
Yeah, I'm staying here. I'm gonna film the drift cards.
Sausage as well?
Sorry?
You're going for the sausage as well this time?
Of course, Polish sausages, yeah. Thank you guys. See you soon.
We have 2 categories in
Oh,
RHPK.
tell me about it.
Well, the thing is it's good because everyone helps each other out. You have Super Pro,
Yeah.
and then you have Clubman. So not only do you have an overall winner, you have we have a top 5 podium in RHPK.
Top 5.
Top 5. It just shows the amount of effort that people put into this. You know, people are working busy during their day jobs, and so we have Super Pro, which is like the top elite, and then you've got the Clubman. So people who are wanting to just have a bit of fun, have a bit of competition, but enjoy the banter that comes with RHPK. It's very much a really good atmosphere, like we know in DMAX.
Yes.
So Super Pros, they normally are the ones that are going for the overall victory. Then you have the Clubmans. So you have a Super Pro, top 5, a Clubman, top 5. But then you also have a podium for the top 5 overall. So we've seen it. I've seen it over the last year where Clubman teams have actually finished in the overall top 5. So
Clubman.
yeah, Clubman.
Wow.
Well, there's some Polish guys here, Polish Lambo,
Polish Lambo, yeah.
who are running as supers this weekend. Lee Kemp, who's one of their drivers. Lee does quite a bit of stuff. He's got a very busy weekend. He's got.
Do they know about Tomasz Zawstrzyk?
Well, they might as well watch out for a young Polish driver by the name of Kasper Tomilewski as well, who I work with in Bambino Kart Club. So I think we need to get Tomek to come and have a look and say one off at Polish Lambo. Come on, Tomek, you know you want to. Come on, mate.
I've found this event. I've been just now in the pit lane, and the atmosphere here is like a family. People. I'm going around. I'm looking to the drivers, professionals and amateurs. They're helping each other. They're giving each other tools, oils, petrol.
It's quite funny. We've even had people having engine swaps.
Engine swaps.
The thing is, this is how quick people are to react. So you see, like Formula One, no one wants to help each other out unless it's within their own team.
Yeah.
Last year, when I did my commentary debut for round 2 of RHPK 2017, Polish Lambo had a chain problem with one of the engines. Literally, there were 5 people swarming over the back of the car. I've even heard that someone called for an engine, and within 23 seconds, someone had said, "We got a spare one. Use that." That's how family
Half a minute.
Within half a minute. But also, there's one thing that Polish Lambo do for all the teams here, and it's sponsored every round. It's called the Saturday Sausage Fest. They have the proper Polish sausages, burgers.
Polish sausages.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it today.
Good man. You need to. You got to have it with some gherkins. You got to do it full and proper. You got to have it with rye bread, the proper sauce, and also gherkins. It's one of those things that really makes the atmosphere here. And every time I come back into the paddock, I feel like I'm at home.
Right guys, so now we have a short break, and after that another 1 hour practice session, and I think I'll be back to you before we start the race with some interesting action. So if I find more information, I'll definitely film it for you. Yeah, let's move forward.
Sausages! It's time for sausages, guys. Go, go, go.
Alex in commentary said me it's real Polish sausages. Okay, jedna mnie. Me? Lithuania. Here we go.
Number 18. They're both from Lithuania.
Sorry?
Card number 18.
18?
They're both from Lithuania.
Oh, really?
Janos and Tomasz. Both of them.
Okay. Dziękuję. Thank you. These Polish sausages, delicious, amazing. Polish Lambo, team Polish Lambo. Well done, guys. Very, very good job. Thanks a lot. I think everyone saying you thanks a lot. Every single team. Delicious. I'm gonna switch off camera. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm busy. Right. So I finished my lunchtime, and as you can see behind me, there is an ambulance, yeah, and you can see how serious everything at Rye House Pro Kart Championship. So if anything happens, the medical center is right here, you know, this ambulance. And now, before I had my during I had my lunchtime, something happened very interesting here at Rye House. Arrived 2 vehicles. In a few minutes we have a qualifying starting, so in 15 minutes I think starting qualifying, and after that we're gonna have a show with these 2 vehicles, and after that we're gonna have a 4-hour enduro race. So I'll show you that, guys. I'll show you. Let's go.
shit. That's loud.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
really
enjoy
nice. Brilliant. I first time see it live.
Really?
I always see it on the telly, you know. Yeah. But now I first time see it live, and the feeling is unbelievable.
When you're so close to the cars, absolutely full chat.
Especially my camera nearly was touching your car.
Oh, really? Awesome. I look forward to seeing the footage on your camera.
I'll put it on the YouTube channel. Yeah.
But no, really good. I think the competition winners, our passengers, thoroughly enjoyed themselves. So yeah, it's a great day all in all.
Nice
really
one, mate.
good.
Well done.
Nice
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, right hand is busy. Alright guys, we've done all 2 practice sessions, we've done qualifying races, and now, as you can see behind me, all the drivers grid up for the start of the 4-hour endurance race. Let's go guys, I'll show you how everything happening, how it is amazing when you can get inside of this racing world.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on to your hands, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to kick off for round number 2. And here we go. Green lights are on, and we are on. Taking the wheel away from the front Nassau plate, so that would indicate there may have been a tyre problem. They picked up a puncture inadvertently, who knows. As D18 now comes to the end of the dummy grid, the pit lane, fire up both banks. As Gary does the same to Jordan on the back of the number 26. There we go, so D18 now rejoins after their pit stop. 2 minutes 16, still nevertheless a... Right, Max, go! Go! Engines, split the engines back on, split the engine switches. Turn!
Right guys, so I met Robbie. What is your duties here at Right House?
I do the weighbridge and sometimes do the fueling as well. In the race and the qualifying, obviously out on the track, when they come in, they must come through the weighbridge here.
Weighbridge here, just a second.
Yeah, there's the weighbridge through there.
Can we go inside there?
Yeah, we can go inside, yeah. They stop in the yellow box until the marshal waves them onto the scales. So they have a minimum 180. Anything under is, I believe, a 5-place penalty.
5 points?
Yes.
What is that in the seconds? Like
we just say 5 laps. So a few places,
5 laps.
A few places, yeah. They have to turn their engines off here.
So they're turning it off here?
Yep, engines off. They have a choice to go and get some fuel, or they can go straight down and do their driver changes through the pit lane.
So when they switch off the engine, someone push them?
Yep, when they switch off the engine, someone will push them through, and they're not allowed to turn their engines on until they're down the bottom of the pit lane.
And they have to push the go-karts all the way to the bottom of the pit lane?
Yes.
I do a project in a 2-stroke cars.
Okay.
And you know, when you do a copra cars, between the customers there is a lot of rumors like engine is too old, the chassis is too bad, you know. Can you answer me this question? The engines, like this, I know that this is the 4-strokes, but how often you have to rebuild them to have a competitive kart?
I'd say we send them back to RPM probably every 3 rounds. So
3 rounds?
Every 3 rounds you do, yeah. So they change a number of things, but yeah, every 3 rounds to remain competitive. The trouble is, the longer you leave them, they tailor off. So they kind of output less power, struggle to come off corners. So yeah, you're best off to do. Depending on what, obviously, any engine tuner will be able to dyno it, but you'll normally find some kind of dip after like maybe 3-4 rounds.
You in the pros?
Yeah, Clubman. Yeah.
Your team Polish Lambo?
No, we're CSM Lambo.
Oh, CSM
There's
Lambo.
a lot of Lambos, to be fair. So
yeah,
there's
a lot of Lambos. Yeah.
Every go-kart here is a Lambo.
Yeah.
How often do you have to rebuild the engines to stay competitive?
Twice a year.
Like complete rebuild?
Yeah, but if necessary, more often. So my engines on that car have just come back from having a quick look at, because we were down on power last race, even though they were done back in November. But they'll go back to him probably in August.
In August?
In August, yeah.
And when you have not new engines, when you have a bit older engines, what can be difference on the lap times? Let's say here around Right House.
Well, the engines get better with age. So the older, the looser they get, the quicker they get. And usually the quickest engines are the ones that go bang. Yeah. So just before they go bang, they're at their quickest.
I've seen on your Facebook group that lots of drivers texting like, does anyone need a driver?
Yeah.
So you can like pay a certain amount of money and race for the team?
Yeah. Yeah. You can do that.
It's better if you come here, have a look, have a bit of testing in this truck, because if you don't know it and a team wants a driver, then they're gonna go with somebody that has that a bit more experience.
So actually you still need to be a more experienced to race for the team.
You do need, because even though they look quite same as the corporates, there's a huge difference between the two. So you just need to get used to them and get used to the track.
Have to give a big shout out to Anatoly Dulko, who's also from the Daytona D-Max Championships. He's been filming today, so his YouTube channel, IRS WO1F, will have an expose on RHPK. So really good to see Anatoly here as well. Good to see you, mate.
How long you can run them before you rebuild them?
If you change the oil regularly,
yeah,
a year.
A year?
Yeah.
So like the whole season?
Well, you can do. If you do one race series, yeah, you can probably do it for, you can probably get away with a year, provided you change the oil. I mean, we build our own engines, we don't buy them from somewhere else. These are all hand built by my garage, in my mate's garage basically. We build them all.
Okay.
So we buy a standard lawnmower engine, we turn it into a race engine.
One racing day is about 7 hours.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah? So how many races you have?
We've got 9 here in this series.
9 in this series?
Yeah, and we're doing Clay Pigeon tomorrow in Dorset.
Yes.
We did Cardiff on Wednesday, just gone.
So you do plenty of races.
Yeah.
And this engine can hold for a year doing...
Brilliant, indestructible. If you look after them, change the oil. It's about changing the oil. Change the oil and they'll be fine.
And let's say if we have the engine which done I don't know 70 hours or 50 hours, something like this. What is going to be difference here at Right House? What is it going to be difference in the lap time?
It depends if it's been serviced well. If it's looked after, it's about looking after it. Cleaning the filters, cleaning the jets, cleaning the carburetors. Maybe put a new set of piston rings in it every 6 months, possibly. Depends, it depends.
So the lap time is going to be still the same?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. We were running. When did we run? We run with 3-year-old engines, 2-year-old engines on Wednesday, and we won elite class with 2-year-old engines.
Wow!
Well, we built ourselves in the garage.
Wow, that's nice. You know why I'm asking about engines? Because I do project and I do it on a rental go-kart.
Right, okay, yes.
And it's a 2-stroke go-kart.
Yes, okay, yeah.
So there, just between the customers, there is a lot of rumors like I've been today slow because is the engine too bad, because it's the chassis. How do you think? Is that rumors correct or it's incorrect?
Massive combination of everything. It's a combination. If you've got a bad setup, you will struggle. If you've got a great setup and bad engines, you'll struggle. Everything needs to be good on the day. 2-strokes are very different. 2-strokes need a lot of nurturing.
So
they need lots of care, TLC, a lot of...
You need to look after them.
Oh yeah, you service them much more often. I mean, we don't do 2-strokes because they break down after about 5 hours.
5 hours?
Well, usually 2 laps.
Seriously?
If you go to an IKR meeting and watch the road tax guys, there'll be 4 out in the first lap, just blow up.
The Cupra cars, when I'm getting into the different cars, it's a different driving style, different
totally.
feelings.
Every car's different. Because every car's been driven around the circuit slightly differently, yeah?
Smashed up is more correct.
And they've all been bent back into shape by someone with a big hammer. Now they're all fine, they're safe, but there's a huge difference. And the guys in the garage at corporate places cannot spend their entire time matching them all up. Providing they go, they start, they run them. They're not as tuned as highly as this either.
You're not sorry?
They're not tuned as high as these. They're more or less standard. These are tuned and tweaked and to the regulations, but they're tweaked. But yeah, the corporate ones are kind of just degoverned and shoved on the cart and that's done.
So it's like if you like it today, you like it today with a Cupra car.
Yes, very much so. But then if you are good, you can make a good race out of a bad car. You can do that. If you're exceptional, it doesn't matter what car you've got if you're good enough. We're not good enough, we need a really good cart. But it's true.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for all information.
Anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Come back next month. Come back next month.
I will do.
Nice one. Thank you. We might not smash it up on the first lap next month.
Thank you, sir.
What a dominant display. Pole position. And here he comes. Sam Reed comes round the final corner, goes towards the start-finish line, and it's a win for Custom Rods for round 2. 341 laps completed. Now we've got to rate for the rest of them. HRS One will finish in 4th. Burn Power Racing. In 4th place, completing 333 laps, the number 31 of KA Racing. In 3rd place, again
laps completed. Number 32 Artifacts. 334 laps. Number 53 DAD. Your winners for round 2, 336 on the board. Number 35 Euro Lambo. In 5th place on Super Debut, Polish Lambo version 2, number 20. In 4th place, JRH Racing. Say that this team pulled off one of the cheekiest manoeuvres of the day, while 2nd and 3rd were fighting, obviously before the results were amended. It's HRS1 number 13. Number 6, Spectre Racing in runners up for round 2 on 4. It's the 2-time defending champions of helicopter services. Fastest lap in the Pro. It goes to our very own 2-time champions helicopter services. Round 2.
So guys, this is it. This is the end of the day, end of the Saturday, and tomorrow I'm not going to film anything, and this is the end of week number 6. I would like to say big thanks for today, for everyone, for all of you guys in RHPK championship, to all racing drivers, organizers, Alex Goldsmith, commentator, thanks a lot for letting me into your commentary room. Drivers, thanks a lot for all your advices, racing tips, and for your honesty. And it's just amazing what you're doing here at Rye House with the pro cars is just amazing. I've been here by myself, and I can tell to anyone, if you want to do professional racing championship with the go-karts, RHPK, this is one of them, believe me. This is it guys for this week. I'm gonna say you see ya, and I'm gonna start next week, week number 5. See ya.